back to my channel. This week's edition of Let's Get Real, we're going to take a break from all the infertility stuff. Just a quick update, my doctor did okay me to go down to the lower dose on the medication, and I am doing much better. Thank you all who were asking me how I was doing and sending your concern and love, because I really appreciate that you care, and I just wanted you to know that I'm feeling better. But moving on to today's topic. Today we're going to tackle kind of a big one in some ways. The topic for today is makeup a mask? As my husband and I were going to an event on Saturday, we kind of got into a discussion of how he thought makeup was a mask on a lot of people. And so what I did is I'm like, this really is an interesting topic. So I threw it out there on my Facebook real quick. I had a lot of girls respond, and the answers were kind of mixed. Some said yes, some said no. It's just kind of a hot button topic all over the place. And as I looked at articles later in the evening, it was kind of the same thing, kind of mixed feelings. Generally, men felt like makeup was a mask more than women. So this is my personal thoughts on whether makeup is a mask or not. It can be, but it isn't the majority of the time. If somebody's wearing 10 inches of makeup on their face, clearly they're trying to hide something. But if they're just trying to do it to enhance themselves and help them feel a little better, there is nothing wrong with wearing makeup. I'm one of those people that I could go without makeup and I feel pretty okay. Generally, if I'm in a huge hurry and I need to be somewhat presentable, I throw on a little bit of concealer so that my under eyes don't look dark, and a little bit of mascara so I feel like I have eyes. And I can run around all day and I would feel okay like that. Usually on my days off from the salon, I'm not wearing makeup, or if I am, it's very minimal. But in my line of work, I need to look presentable for my clients. I'm representing the beauty industry. So if I'm running in there without any makeup on whatsoever, they're not going to take me seriously. So for my profession, I need to wear it. So when I wear it, sometimes I like to have fun. I'll put a bold color on my eye, or I'll try out a bolder lip than I have in years. And, I enjoy it. I have fun with it. That's part of why I started this channel. But what it comes down to is there was a period of time in my life where my makeup was a mask. For those who don't know, a couple years ago, I got divorced. I was married to my first husband for 5 years. We were together for 6. We just didn't work. We tried as hard as we could in that time to make it work, and we just couldn't. And so I was the one who ultimately made the decision to leave and that we were done. But when I was going through that, people assumed because it was my decision that it was easy on me. And part of me kind of wanted them to believe that. I wanted to show that I was strong and I was confident, but I wasn't. There were lots of days where I didn't get out of bed. I laid in my bed and watched Netflix and did nothing because I felt miserable. I couldn't function. I didn't want to function. And there were some days where I felt like doing that, but I had to go to work. I had responsibilities. I had bills to pay. And so I put on my makeup, did something with my hair, usually pulled it back. But I did something to be presentable and to tell myself, okay, you've got your game face on. Let's go do this. Let's go be better than how we feel. And I would go out there and I would conquer the day however I could. And it wasn't bad that I did that. I had to do that for myself for a little while. But once the divorce was actually final, I felt like I had to wear makeup to attract somebody else to me. When I first started dating again, I went on lots of dates with lots of different people. I didn't commit to anybody for months. And the only person I committed to was my now husband. I was very particular, but I went on dates with dozens of guys between when my divorce was final and when I met my husband. And I felt like I had to look a certain way to be attractive. I didn't know how dating would go in my late 20s. I had only dated as a young 20-year-old. I didn't know who I really was anymore. I knew who I was as a wife, but I wasn't a wife anymore. And so I kind of had to figure out who I was again. And so I tapped into all the things that made me happy and that I loved. And I looked for somebody who could love me for loving those things. And there were, you know, once I met my husband, you know, the longer I was with him, the less makeup I wore, because I didn't feel like he cared. The first time he told me he loved me, I only had mascara on and my hair was pulled back and I was in an old grubby t-shirt. And that's just the kind of man my husband is. He didn't care. He found me beautiful no matter what. To this day, he still prefers me when I have no makeup over when I have any makeup on. And he will always be that way, and that's okay. I don't wear makeup for him anymore. I wear makeup for me. I wear makeup because I like it. I like how my face looks when I wear it. I like how I look in pictures when I wear it. I wear it for me, not for anybody else. Except for work days. Some days I don't want to wear it for work, but I do anyway because I know I need to. But the ultimate question, is makeup a mask? Is you have to ask yourself that question. There are a lot of guys out there that wear makeup these days. Is it a mask for them? You know, I don't know. I think they do it because they like how they look with it, just like I do. You know, you can ask the same of a man who wears a big burly beard. You know, is he hiding his face? Is there, you know, we all have our insecurities, and, you know, so it kind of goes both ways. So I don't think there's a definite answer. It's you looking within yourself to see if you're wearing it for a mask. I got lots of comments on Facebook about this topic, and one of them just stood out to me. My friend Carrie, she's the sweetest. She lives far away. I don't get to see her as much as I'd like to, but she's a doll. And she wrote this huge long message about how for a long time she used makeup as a mask. But, you know, that it was one of those things where she felt like she couldn't leave the house without a full face of makeup. And now she wears makeup because it's fun and she likes it. You know, a lot of women wear makeup because it's fun, not because it's a mask. So don't judge a book by its cover. Go ahead and talk to them first. And I'm just going to leave it at that today. Thanks for watching. Bye.